You wanna know what's the worst thing that can happen to a YouTuber? Is filming a video, feeling like you absolutely crushed it, looking back at the footage and then realizing the focus was never on you. So at this point you have two options. Number one, you film it again. Or number two, you hope that your viewers are considerate, understanding, and are just here for a good time and the value that you offer. So I really hope that's why you guys are here. Because I'm not filming this video again, I'm absolutely upset at myself, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and beat myself up. Not like that, you know what I mean? I'm just upset. I hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, we are back. We are back. And today, instead of taking our clothes off and getting naked in my room and doing some posing, we're actually gonna stop in the middle of Sam's Club, take our shorts off, and do some posing for our weekly check-in. What do you think? Do you imagine? All right, so week one, we talked about the mini cut. Week two, we talked about our calories and macros. And today, I wanted to take you guys grocery shopping to show you guys exactly what I buy to get lean. And the number one food that I have on my grocery list for today, golden potatoes. Now there's nothing special about golden, red, orange, pink, blue, purple. Potatoes are basically potatoes. And I typically have them when I'm dieting, when I'm bulking. I don't have them as much simply because they're lower in calories, lower in carbs. So when I want more volume, when I want more food, I'm gonna go for potatoes. But on a bulk, it's usually gonna be rice, pasta. But I will say something I've learned during my cut last year is the difference on how you make your potatoes. So if you were to boil them, you'll actually get more out of it and you'll be more satiated compared to if you just like air fry them. Why? Because they're more filling and they're gonna be more dense when they're boiled. So my suggestion, I know it's probably not the biggest difference, but when you're not eating as much food, trust me, it makes a hell of a difference. Next up on the list, one of my top favorite fruits, not my favorite fruit, I don't really know which one that is yet, but I feel like it changes every year, but we're gonna go with apples. Now, don't really care what apple I get. You know, there's so many, there's like the Fiji ones, there's the Honey Crisp, there's the Gala, there's everything. So I'm just gonna go with a big bag of Honey Crisp. And I just like to feel them out, make sure there's no softness to the apples, and make sure they're nice and firm. I like me some firm balls. I say a lot of weird shit on this channel. Now, something I will say, depending if I'm on the bulk or the cut, the fruits change for me. I love all fruits. All fruits for me are basically fair game, but on a bulk, I typically like the fruits that are higher in calories. So you'll see me eat more papaya, pineapple, apples, bananas, typically apples and bananas because they're easier to buy. But when I'm in a cut and I'm not eating as much food, then I'm typically gonna be eating more berries. Those are my top choices: blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Any type of berry, whether they're frozen or not, would be my go-to. And then some veggies. Now, I'm getting into the produce section, and this is basically why I wear a hoodie when I come in here, because it is basically snowing in here. You don't see the snow. So let's look at the berries. Now, the berries usually here are pretty expensive, so I typically buy them at like Walmart or Aldi. Typically Aldi, but it's a big bag of strawberries for $6. I think I'm gonna do that. There's a lot of strawberries in there. As far as veggies, peppers are pretty much go-to for me. Sam eats almost every veggie in the book right now during her cut. And while that is all fine and dandy, I would just say pay attention to your bowel movements and how you feel. And if you feel bloated or constipated or you're holding on to a lot of water, sometimes when you're eating a lot of veggies, while it is great for dieting and volume and fiber, sometimes too much can cause that. So just pay attention on which fruits and the foods that you're eating that cause some sort of reaction. So we got some cucumbers for her. I'm looking at my list here. Cucumbers. All right, I think we're good. Moving on. Okay, here's my favorite part and basically why I come to Sam's Club or Costco. I don't go to Costco just because they don't have one, but they're actually building one a few blocks from my house, and it should be open pretty soon. So we're here at the meat section, the favorite section. always getting some ground turkey. On the bulk, always 93.7. Don't have to keep it so lean, depending on how lean I'm trying to get. Maybe I'll keep it 99, but while I'm still eating a fair amount of food, 93 it is. 93 ground beef. I eat a lot of ground beef, so 93 it is. So 93% lean turkey and 93% lean ground beef. Now, as the calories start to drop, that's when my protein choices start to change up a little bit and they'll get leaner. They'll get 96.4 or sometimes 99. Again, just depends. You have to kind of play around with it. It's all about the calories, and you kind of have to play around. Where do you want more food? How much are you eating? Now, as far as the meats, besides the turkey and beef, I realized lately I've gotten a bit tired of the beef, and I kind of wanted to try some steak. I wanted to find some flank steak. I just feel like buying it in bulk like that, it's so big. I don't even know what I would do and how I would cut it and how I would go about it, so I'm not even gonna stress myself out about it, but maybe I'll get it next time. Chicken, always. Chicken's just one of those easy go-tos. If you love chicken, go for it. It's super easy. It's very high in protein, but I know a lot of people get tired of chicken, so for me, I like to mix in chicken and ground turkey. Sometimes I even go 50-50 in my meal where it's half chicken, half ground turkey. Still protein, tastes a little bit different. I almost feel like the turkey juice gives it a little bit more flavor to my chicken, especially because I don't have that much seasonings. It's typically just like salt, pepper, paprika. Because I get so much reactions to so much seasoning, my life is difficult. Gluten, lactose, seasoning. But this is really why I come. Uncured turkey bacon. Probably one of the best things ever. Now, I was always a fan of bacon. I'm sure most people are fans of bacon. But when you're trying to keep the calories lean and you still want to eat some bacon, turkey bacon tastes really good, especially that one. Here we go, it's starting to snow again. I know you probably can't see it unless we can make some effects here. It's currently snowing. Just make sure when you're buying turkey bacon, you look for the back of the label and you look for more protein, less fat. A lot of people say, hey, I eat turkey bacon, which you probably do, but it's probably not the greatest and it has more fat, less protein. And if you're gonna do that, you might as well just get regular bacon. Egg whites. This is number one key food when it comes to dieting down, especially for breakfast. Whole eggs are great. I love whole eggs, but when you're trying to keep the calories low and you're trying to limit the fat and you're not trying to eat too much fat, egg whites. You can always have more egg whites, throw in an egg or two, totally depends on you and where you want to save most of your fats. Sometimes I like to save most of my fats for peanut butter or almond butter, sometimes oil. If I ever use oil, it's mainly because I'm desperate for food in the sense of I have some catching up to do. So really just depends if I'm on top of my meals and I'm eating my 4, 5, 6 meals a day, or if I need to play catch up and I'm eating 3 meals a day just because of I'm at the gym too long, I've been working, I've been playing pickleball, then I'll just add 15 grams of oil and that will make up a lot of my fat. So let me just catch up real quick on what I'm supposed to buy. That way I don't miss anything and Sam doesn't kill me because I'm not coming back because it's like 25 minutes away.
Gotta make sure we keep the butt clean. I do a lot of that. So does she. Guys, girls poop, trust me.
I thought they were gonna tell me to stop recording a few times. I had 2 or 3 people from Costco say, hey, what's that for? TikTok, Facebook, Instagram? I'm like, nope, you missed it. YouTube, close. They're like, hey, good luck. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. This is for good use and not trolling. Besides me taking off my shorts in the middle of Sam's Club and doing some bodybuilding poses. All right, Sam, sorry. No cold meats. Nobody likes soft meat anyways. All right, we're almost done. We're almost done. All right, so we made it to the frozen section. Now, one thing I do want to say is if you're gonna buy like processed fried chicken, Tyson, hey, if that works for you, if that makes your life easy, you don't like to cook, you like to throw these things in the air fryer, and you're tracking your food, I'd say go for it. It's definitely not the best choice just because of all the extra added ingredients that they add to it. It's very unnecessary, and that's why I always tell people, just buy your own food and make your own food. That way you know what you're putting in it. But if it's convenient for you and it gets the job done, hey, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, because if it made my life easier, which sometimes it does, I'll do it too. Here's one thing I wanted to say. I haven't been buying them lately just because I only start adding Greek yogurt when I'm really dieting down. And yes, gee, aren't you in a mini cut? Aren't you dieting down? I am, but my calories are still so high. 3,200 calories for me is a good amount of food. And a lot of these options that I'm mentioning are low calorie foods, and they're great to fill up more volume, but I will only use that when I need it, when I'm 2,500 calories, 2,300 calories, things like that, when I'm really low. So you just have to play around with your calories and how you feel. If you feel hungry all the time, then obviously you want to aim for volume. If you're not hungry all the time, then you can eat higher calorie foods. So really just depends on you. There's one thing I wanted to show you that I bought last time when I was here. I don't know why. It was one of those things, I looked at it, I saw it, and I'm like, I could eat that. It's the most randomest thing. When I find it, you're gonna laugh. Here it is. By the way, I've never eaten this as a kid. It's a 36 pack of applesauce. Now you'd probably think, oh gee, your mom probably used to pack those little applesauces in your lunchbox. Nope, she never did. I don't know why, but they seemed cute, they look good. Saw the macros, fairly low on calories and carbs. Why not? And I've actually been adding them in sometimes as pre-workout. Sometimes I'll throw them into my cream of rice. Sometimes I eat like 2 or 3 a day. You know what's pretty fire that I missed? I'm not gonna go back and get it, it's too late. Pickles, but like the atomic ones, the spicy pickles. Oh, they are so good. They're 0 calories, so they're perfect for a cut. Don't be eating a whole bottle of them because of all the sodium that you're probably already getting from other foods, but they're definitely good if you're sweating a lot. Every time I come back from pickleball, I'm like slapping like at least 3 or 4 of those. It had to be the applesauce, the one I was so excited to share. It wasn't that bad, and then it just got really bad. I'm sorry. I'm still a rookie at this. You think after so many years I'd have it figured out? I don't. I hope you guys got some value out of this and you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for being here, guys. Like I said, where does G's fat go? Almond butter. Over the years, it's changed from peanut butter to almond butter. And this creamy one, fire. You want to focus as much as possible on whole foods. Not for the health sake of it. Yes, that's very important, but not just for that. Because when we hear that, we're like, right? No, but when you want to eat more food, it's harder to get fat. I hate saying that word, but it's harder to gain weight off eating whole foods compared to eating processed foods. So that's why it's always recommended. You always hear the 80-20, 90-10 rule thrown around. Try and focus on 80-20 or 90-10, 80 or 90% of your foods coming from whole foods, and then you can sprinkle in the things that are considered unhealthy or bad. At the end of the day, as long as you're focusing on your overall calories, that's the most important thing when it comes to fat loss. Keyword, fat loss. I think we're pretty much done here. There is one more thing that I'm gonna buy for Sam, and I'd highly suggest a lot of you considering looking into it because it is a very useful powder form of peanut butter. PB2, and I know I talked about this in my last video, or at least I showed it, but Sam has this almost every day with rice cakes. And what I like that she does is instead of having blueberries or raspberries, because she eats this every day, which means you'd have to have blueberries and raspberries every day and make sure that they're fresh, she gets frozen blueberries and raspberries because those are gonna last longer. And then she just smashes them or puts them in the microwave, uses that as the jelly on top of the PB2 and the rice cakes. Now she has like a peanut butter and jelly rice cake. And it's like the perfect midday snack. And if you don't like PB2 or you don't like peanut butter, which I know a lot of people don't like the taste of peanut butter or might be allergic, you can add some Greek yogurt, slap some more protein in there, and get lean and enjoy a little snack. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty much it for my grocery haul. With this should last me a solid 7 to 14 days. So at least 2 weeks between me and Sam. Usually we go in between to like Aldi or Walmart, sometimes Publix, but mainly Aldi and Walmart to buy some of the things, mainly like the vegetables or maybe the eggs that ran out pretty quickly because I'm eating like 3 or 4 of those a day. But that's pretty much it. Next week, Oh, I'm actually not here next week. I'll actually be out of town, but I will be taking you with me because it is part of the prep series, it is part of the mini cut, and I gotta continue documenting everything until we decide to get back into the bulk. So stay tuned for next week. I'm gonna be traveling. For those of you who have been following my channel or have been following me for a while, may know where I'm going. I go there every single year with one of my best friends, and it's gonna be a really fun time. I'm gonna vlog everything, show you guys what we're eating, what we're doing, all the fun stuff. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If there's anything more you guys wanna know, any questions you guys have, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. That's what I'm there for. Let's jump in there, let's chat. I love you guys. I'm so glad to be back. Things are going really good. I'll tell you more about our progress next week. I'll check in with Coach on Friday. And with all that said, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna check out, just kidding. I'm gonna go return everything because I'm not really gonna buy it. I just did it for the video. Just kidding, do you imagine? I love you guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace, baby. Shit, did I just crash? Damn it.